In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up your Go High Level account in under 1 hour. Something to note while you're watching this is I use a snapshot, aka like a template in my Go High Level account that I built over the past last like year and a half. And this is what I inject into my clients' accounts. So it may look a little different for you, but what you could do is as you're watching, you could just pause and copy some of the custom values and some of the Discord going off. One sec. All right, we're good. You can copy the SMS and emails that I've used and templates, or little plug for myself here. If you want to use my affiliate link down below, I will send you the exact snapshot that I used in this video. With that being said, let's go. One more thing. If you want, I know there's a long video, but if you want, you can actually fast forward the YouTube video at like 1.2 speed or 1.5 speed so that it's quicker. And I also separated sections in this video. So you can actually just jump to different sections for different things you want figured out for your Go High Level account. All right, with that being said, let's give it. Cheers. All right, guys, so this is Anthony. We're going to set him up on Go High Level. We're going to set up the bare basics so that he can operate his business using Go High Level, using a few automations and email sequences, and we'll go through that in just a moment. But Anthony, is there anything you want to say before we get started here? Maybe introduce your business and what you do?
Yes, absolutely. So I'm a recruiter, working consumer goods, and looking forward to getting some automation set up with Go High Level.
Perfect, man. Let's jump right into it. So today what we're going to cover is the following. So we're going to set up I'm going to go through this really quickly, but we're obviously going to dive into each one in a little more detail. So we're going to set up a user. We're going to add an email domain. We're going to add a landing page domain. Maybe not set up a phone number for you, Anthony. I don't know. Do you need a phone number with Go High Level or no?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah. Set up a booking form. And I'm going to show you also custom values, set up your calendar. We're going to review a few pipelines that we could choose from. We're going to set up your booking landing page so people can actually book a call with you. We're going to show you some quick overviews of some automations that we have, as well as some SMS and email automations. And then we can end it with a few questions. Cool. Sound good?
Yeah.
The first thing we're going to do is just set you up as a user. So right now, there's no user under this account. So we're going to add you as a user. For anyone watching, you might see a couple of times that the video cuts is because maybe there's some personal information that we don't want you to see here. So you'll see some random cuts randomly, but that's just because we don't want you to see this information. So
1782. Yeah, you probably cut this, right?
Yeah, I know 100%. Okay, so we add your information there, user roles. You're going to be an admin for this account. Let's hide this and save. Yeah, I'm going to hide that information, but Anthea, you probably received an email. Just click that and go through the process of like just logging in real quick so that we're both on the same dashboard. So let's just skip all that. We're getting right into this because we want to set you up ASAP. So first things first, set up user. We are finito with this. Adding domain, email domain. So you're probably not going to need to go into this area in the future, but I mean, you'll have this recording and you can like fast forward to this to see what I do, but essentially the bottom left, I hit settings, and then I'm going under email services, and we're going to add a subdomain so that you are able to send emails using Go High Level. So essentially automations, anytime someone does like a booking with you, they're going to get like a thank you for booking email. They'll have reminders and that kind of stuff.
Great.
So that's what we're doing here. So I'm actually going to have you do this on your side, and Anthony, maybe you just share your screen. Essentially what you're able to do in the back end, you're able to say anytime someone replies to this email, you can send it to any email you want. So you can send it to terrarecruitment.com. This is just something to create a root domain. So it'll be like mail.terrarecruitment.com or mail.terrarecruitment.co, whichever one you want to use. And that root domain is just associated for like automations.
Okay, so then we'll do
anytime someone hits reply, you could choose where you want that email to go, which in your case you want it to go on your business email.
Okay, so then we'll use the .co, or should we use .org, something that I don't have an email address associated, or would I have to create an email?
I would recommend to use the either your .com or the .co one, just because .co it's a cool, like a lot of people do that, like .company.
Sure. Okay, we can do .co.
Okay. So
and I could still have that go to my personal .com email, right?
Correct. Anytime someone hits reply, we could have it all sent to your business, your official business email.
Okay.
So I'd recommend to do like mail.domain name and then Yeah, okay, .co. So hit add and verify. Continue. Yeah.
Authorize.
Connect. Put your domain to work, bro.
Let it do it for me, right? Perfect.
Hold on. Just give it a second. Just give it literally like 10 seconds. Okay, hit verify domain. It's going to take a couple tries. Maybe hit a nice little refresh on the page.
Sure.
There you go. Verify domain. Bottom right. Fantastic. Click verify now. Underneath there. Verify domain again. There we go. We're good to go. We're in action. You've got the SSL issued and you're ready to go. Perfect. Done. Oh, no, sorry. That one's not done, actually. It's the adding email domain. So now the landing page. So on the left, click, say there. Go down and click domains. Go add domain. Perfect. I also want to add, yeah. Keep that tick because it's going to be www dot and a non-W version. And right now your website doesn't point to anywhere, so you're going to point it to here, essentially. GoDaddy.
All right. Link domain funnel.
All right, whatever. We can change it later. Just click the select funnel. Let's choose discovery call landing page for now.
Okay.
Set default step. Number 1, book a call. We'll change this later and go link domain.
There it is.
That work. Cool. All right, so now let me share my screen.
Great. Do you mind if I just refill a little bit of my coffee?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing there, Anthony.
Great. We'll take a 2-second hiatus.
All right, Anthony. Cheers, and we'll continue here.
Please.
So set up phone number. We're not going to do that with you, but I do want to give a little bit of information on the phone number. So if you're in Canada, you can literally set up a phone number within 2 seconds and have SMSs being sent out very easily with automations or even just manual. But if you're sending to the States or receiving from the States, there's a bit of a lengthy process that you have to go through. But you said you don't want a phone number, correct?
No phone number at this time.
Okay, let's take that out. Set up booking form plus custom values. Okay, I'm gonna explain to you custom values real quick. I think you have an understanding, but I'm still gonna do it anyway. So the bottom left, you hit settings, and then you have custom values. So there's custom fields and custom values. Okay, custom values. So essentially, anytime this gets used anywhere, whether it's on a website landing page or on a email automation, or just anywhere within Go High Level, if you send someone a conversation and you literally include that custom value, it'll pull the value that you include here. So for this one, we're going to say value is recruitment. So what's good about this is wherever you add this code on the website, it'll pull this. So if like for whatever reason, your company name changes, you literally just come into here and you change Terra Recruitment to whatever new business name you have. And wherever this code is found, it'll update everywhere. You could have like 500 landing pages and 10,000 automations, and it'll change it all simultaneously, which is really effective. And for like, instead of having to manually go through each one and change it each time. Mm-hmm. So that's just for your knowledge. So the from email, we're going to have it come from.
I have a question. So this form is going to be on my landing page, and this form.
Which when you say this form, what are you referring to?
This form that we're doing right now?
No, this is not the form. Sorry, we're doing something just before that. I'm just showing you custom values and custom fields.
Okay, so these are just fields that you can, like you said, add those
values to.
Right.
And it'll pull that information from anywhere. And it might sound a little bit confusing, but we'll dive in.
Okay.
You'll see when it comes into effect.
Okay.
And then custom fields is more related to the form that you're asking.
Okay.
Which I'm going to show you also right now. So we're going to change the from email to, all right, cool. All right, sweet. So now what custom fields are essentially fields that you place in forms so that whenever someone fills out that form, they get created as a contact, and whatever custom fields that you put into that form will get associated to that contact.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So there's the basics. There's of course first name, last name, phone number. Those are like standard. Those are standard across all accounts. But you could do custom versions. So say you ask someone like, what's your monthly revenue?
Right.
Right. So you create a custom form, you create a custom field, you add that to the form.
Yeah.
What's your monthly revenue? So while that person fills out the basics, then they have that question that comes up and say they make 10,000 a month. They'll put 10,000 a month and go submit. So when that form gets now submitted, they get saved as a contact with all the previous information, in addition to the custom forms that questions that you asked, which is
Okay.
what's your monthly revenue?
Right.
And what's interesting with that is like you could create an automation where it's like, hey, thank you for filling out the form. And then in the future, say you ask them like, what's your monthly revenue? Which I don't know if we have that in here, do we? No, like say for instance, this question was like, what's your monthly revenue? You literally copy this unique key and you can add in automation and like send them to like, hey, I noticed you filled out the form and your monthly revenue is, and you copy this and
Yeah.
paste it and it'll literally fill in what they filled out.
Okay. Cool.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
I just kind of wanted you to understand that first before moving forward.
Yeah.
So now let's create we'll start with your form, set up booking form and custom values. Yeah, let's set up your form. So on the left, we're going to go to sites. And at the top here, we have funnels. So we're going to talk about funnels in a moment. That's pretty much going to be your landing page. I think associated with one of these here. Websites, I would just ignore this for now. We're just focusing on funnels for you. Blogs, ignore. Client portal, ignore. Move to forms. Builder. So what we're doing here is we're going to create a custom form that we want to attach to your calendar. Okay, so we have one here that we already kind of created, or you could create one from a template. So we could use this if you like.
Sure.
Sure. But there's also like, I don't know, in the future, if you ever come in here, you can go to like add form, choose from templates, and you can choose different templates. I just like very clean and simple. All these like colors and stuff like that. We could figure out exactly what you want added. Let's do that right now. So first name, I'm assuming that's standard and you want that in there. Last name,
Yeah.
mobile phone number.
Yeah. Is there any recommendation in terms of how long this form should be? Like, or like keep it as short and simple?
Well, it depends what the intention and the intention for you is to book a call.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have it crazy long, but you definitely want some information and knowledge so that when you go onto the call, you have some key things that you could talk about instead of asking them, right?
Okay.
So mobile number, I'd recommend keeping that there.
Okay. Some people aren't comfortable giving their mobile number, so maybe we leave that
What we could do is we just make this not required.
optional. Yeah, we'll make it optional.
Yeah.
And then I would do location for sure.
So
See where they're email, of course.
Email's good, and then country, you good with that too?
Yeah. Can we just do location?
Yeah, or you could say like city. Do you want to write city instead?
Yeah. You know what? Just leave country. That's fine.
Or take it out entirely?
I would like to know where they're located. Should we just put city?
Yeah, maybe put city then.
Okay.
And then we'll take out country because it's broad.
Okay.
Cool.
And then yes.
For city, we're going to make it required.
And then I would change number of Instagram followers to company. Company.
100%. Yeah, so on the left here, you click the plus button. And you can come in here and edit this anytime you want. So like we could build it right now, but then in the future you want to like change it, you can do that, no problem. So organization will be business name.
Yeah.
And you can even change organization to, you can write business name if you like, but it'll save under that. I think that seems a little more clear.
And then maybe business city for the, so they don't think it's them.
Business city, we're going to make business name required. So let's back up a little bit.
Sure.
So there's a few ways to create a contact in like Go High Level and in the CRM. So like essentially, if you're running ads and you have a Facebook form, you have that person fill out the Facebook form and that will create a contact because it'll pull the information. Or if you're sending people to a landing page and you're asking them to opt in to receive a certain thing, if you want to send like a 10-minute video explaining a specific thing and they're getting value, so they're exchanging their personal information for value. Or you're giving them a PDF that has information that will also help with whatever it is that you're selling. But in your case, I think you said you wanted to focus mainly on sending people to a landing page. and then have them book specifically on that landing page, correct?
Correct.
So because of that, you probably want to add a little bit pre-qualifying questions before the call. But you know, some of these questions you could ask if you're making them opt in to receive a certain thing, and then
Right.
ask different questions in the booking form. But because you're not really getting any of that information and intel prior, maybe it's good to be a little bit more detailed in this
Sure.
in this case, right?
So I would add, can we add custom questions?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'd like to add a custom question.
So on the left again, you remember we hit the plus button here.
Okay.
Quick add, these are all like the standards, and then
Mhm.
custom fields would be the remember the custom value, the custom
Right.
field we talked about before. That's what this is. So
Okay.
they also show up here.
Okay, cool.
What do you want to add?
I want to add something along the lines of how many people are you planning to hire over the next 12 months?
Okay. So you're gonna go add custom fields. You are specifically asking for a number. How many people are you looking to hire over the next 12 months? Good?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're going to associate this to general info. So in contacts, they're kind of organized in like sections, like these custom fields. So you kind of want to keep it in one general area, like these questions. So we're going to keep these all in general info, I'd say. Hit save. So I just searched that there.
And I wonder if I should maybe add additional information, just an open field, leaving them a little bit of room to write something. Additional information. Yeah.
So I have one already that
Okay.
included, so that's why we're pulling it here. But in reality, if you're looking at this, like we most likely have nothing under custom fields. Additional information for our call. Are we happy with this?
Mhm.
So I'm going to save it at the top right. And this is called calendar booking page.
Okay.
So the reason I'm saying that is because now we're going to be linking this specific one to a calendar. So that's why I want you to remember like this name, right? I mean, there's not really many other ones in here, but just so you know. Okay, set up booking form and custom values, done. Set up calendar. So when you're on the home page here, on the left, there's calendar.
Am I able to link my Terra.com calendar?
You should be able to, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
should be no problem. So we're gonna come here, I'm gonna edit this calendar. Booking page, we can change that to whatever you want later. So I will walk you, and this is all things that like I have written, but we can change it. So like essentially the description of this calendar, what I have here is I will walk you through how you can start streamlining your, I mean, for you it's going to be kind of different because you're marketing and it's not really marketing focused, but I talked about the two pains that you'll be solving via what mechanism and what outcome they could get. But for you, it's a little bit different. Literally what I have here, this free implementation call is not a sales call. It's a simple conversation to see how we can be of value to your brand. Worst case, you'll walk away with actionable strategies you can implement, which will result in an increase in ROI. That's what I have.
Okay.
But obviously we're in a different space. So you want to send me what you got there?
Yeah.
This call is to get to know your business better, your recruitment stressors, and how we can help alleviate the pressure from your internal team. Perfect. Meeting invite title. So this will be essentially the title that they see for the call
Okay.
in their calendar. So contact first name will essentially say that means like their name.
Okay. Maybe X
you.
Anthony. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that too long? Or is that good?
No, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So team member, because we added you as a user and you're now a user, your name is showing up here. But like say you have 10 users in your account, you can associate these calendars to specific users. So obviously for you, we just have one. But I do just want to hit save. Perfect. I'm going to go back. So we're going to do Google Meet. We're going to connect that later. Availability. So you could set this up. It'll sync with your calendar that you have on whatever you link to it. So if you have any meetings, you obviously won't be able to book meetings. But in terms of like a basic threshold,
8:30 to. Do you have 5 or?
I think I did 4:30 or something.
Fine, just leave 5.
Leave it for now. You can change this later.
Okay.
Forms. Okay, so select form. Right now it's just the default. However, as mentioned
Calendar.
earlier, we created that booking form.
Yeah.
So we're linking now calendar booking page. So now it's going to add those questions in this calendar that we created.
Okay.
Confirm page. Thank you for your appointment request. We will contact you shortly. I would ignore this because in the funnel, when someone clicks like book, it'll bring them to the next step, which will say thank you. So just don't even worry about this.
Okay.
Who should receive?
Auto confirm emails. Yes.
So
In the previous.
contact obviously wants to receive this. Actually, we're going to remove contact because we actually have an automation in place that sends even more like nicer information. So we're removing contact. But if you didn't have the automations in place, you would obviously click contact so they can actually receive it. Allow rescheduling, allow canceling, all perfect. Customization, I think we can just leave as is. If you want, we can add your color or just leave it blue.
Yeah, I can add my color. I can give you the code right now.
Yeah, send me your code.
Sure, I will add one of these pictures I have here.
Oh, look at this. He's got
I have a few.
We could change this later, but maybe just add it now.
Sure.
So you have something.
There it is.
Beautiful.
There it is. Great.
But I don't mean to laugh. It's just,
I didn't take that just now.
it was just it's just funny how it's right now.
Yeah. Looks like it might have been taken recently without glasses.
That's great. Okay, so now go down on the left. You're going to see customization,
Yeah.
and then let's add that color there.
Is it? Oh, here. Okay, great.
Calendar cover image. I've actually never used that.
I just want to do
Yeah,
it.
color picker. This is a great strategy.
I'll take that color from my web page, and we will use this number here.
Beautiful. And for anyone watching, that's the eyedropper. What was it called? I have it here too.
Eyedropper.
Yeah, eyedropper Google Chrome extension. Pull any color from any website. That's great. And then save at the top right. And now we're going to connect your calendar. But hit connections at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go Google. We're going to go hit connect. Sign in with Google. And now you're going to do your... Yes, you got it. And I'll hide all this stuff. Yeah, just hit allow. So now go back to calendars on the left. Connections at the top. And then choose Terra Recruitment, the email at the bottom. Perfect.
Save.
Yeah. Now scroll down to check for conflicts. I mean, you can write holidays in Canada if you want. I think I have that ticked on.
Yeah.
I think it'll just make sure people can't book on specific holidays. Great. Now go under preferences at the top column or the top row, and then yes, meet location. Click that. Change that to Google Meet because that's where you're going to meet everyone. That's where you're meeting people, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Hit save preferences. Okay, amazing. So it should work. On the left, all the way at the left column, scroll up. Click my profile. So the reason you see my profile there is because there's a user associated with the account. If there was no user, there'd be no my profile. User availability, Google Meet. That's what I like to see. Setup calendar is now done. So now I'm going to share my screen and
Okay.
go through the next thing.
Do you mind if I take a quick urination break?
Yeah, no, you can totally do that. I'm going to take a sip of coffee while you do that. All right, Anthony, welcome back.
Thank you, Carl.
Okay, so let's now set up your... Oh, okay, so let me just quickly show you the pipeline. So on the left, so we just did calendars. Under conversation, you're not going to be using this in its full potential, but anytime you get an Instagram DM, a Facebook message, a message on Google, a SMS, you'll see all those conversations here, all in one place. You'll probably only really see... I don't think you'll ever really use this unless you integrate Facebook and Instagram. But there wouldn't really be much conversations in here because anyone that replies to any of your emails is going to your personal email. So nothing will really live here. Then we did calendars, which we just did. Contacts. Let's look at contacts. We'll use it once we set up your page so that we can show you an example of someone that fills out your form and how they look like in a contact. Opportunities. So this is the pipeline. So for you, we have these two pipelines that we created. We have a SaaS one, and for you, this one here is a leads pipeline. So this is just kind of like a general one. So anytime you get a new lead, they would show up here. However, you're not asking anyone to opt into anything in particular. You're sending them straight to a page that asks them to fill out a form to book a call. And that's the main like CTA, the call to action. So what will happen is you're only going to see people here, meeting booked. So they're gonna pile up here. And we can create automations if you like, or I can show you how to do that, where it's like after your meeting's booked and you had your meeting, you can move them to meeting completed, and you can have certain follow-ups implemented. For now, we're not going to have any, but that's just something to keep in mind.
Okay. Yeah, and I can build those out, right? Because
you can build it up as you go. And we can even change the order of this and maybe have like meeting booked as the first one, and then the next one is like meeting completed, and then after like 7 days being in the meeting completed stage, automatically move them up to the follow-up stage, and in this follow-up stage you have automation build out. You have to get based on your needs, right?
Yeah.
But now let's focus on setting up your actual landing page. Okay, so sites. So this page, just so you know, is the one that you currently set up, which is just specifically a call. This one is an opt-in. So essentially, if you're asking for someone to opt in for a specific thing that you're giving to them, you could use this. You have like the access that thing that you're giving, maybe a screenshot of the thing that you're doing, a recent client win, and then again the same button to get to the next stage. Because once they click that button, then the next stage happens. It's like unlocked, and now that thing shows, whether it's a video, a PDF to download, whatever the case may be. And then we're asking them to pretty much book your free implementation call after you've given them that thing. And then automatically brings them to the next page, which is book a call. That's the next stage. And the last page is the thank you. But for you, we're going to do a template, which you said you already found.
Right.
A template specifically going over a few things. So professional
recruitment.
Yes, this one. So the get started, I don't know why there's a get started here. I think we're going to remove. Actually, no, we're going to keep that because because the calendar is going to be on the home page, correct?
Right.
Right. So I don't think there needs to be a get started.
There's no steps really. It's just going to be the page with primarily everything there, I think.
The only step you'll have is a thank you step.
Yes. Once they book the call.
Yeah. Let's just delete everything. Okay, so we're not going to spend a crazy amount of time on this because obviously you could spend like a lot of time on this, but I'll just show you some basics on how to edit the page. You can click anything, obviously edit it. So once you click like a box, so everything is kind of like a larger frame built into a smaller frame. So like essentially if you go here, like say you want to add, they're all within like these frames essentially. So if you want to add a new section, they're all within sections actually. Sorry, that's what it's called. So you hit like the plus section here. You want a full width. I always do full width.
This is to add a section, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't really think I would be adding much.
No, but just so you understand what these are. And then like within a section, you can add columns. So are you having one column where it's just essentially just one thing like this? Or is it 2 columns, 3, 4, 5? So you can add more things side by side. The most popular ones that like I've used is always 1, 2, sometimes 3. I don't really use anything more than that.
Okay.
And then, so let's just use this as an example. So throw that into there. So now that one section has 2 columns, as you can see,
Mm-hmm.
and then 2 spaces to add 2 elements. So you go add element, you can add a headline, sub-headline, paragraph, bullet list, a button, a form, which we created in the past, so you can actually just add a form.
Okay.
Whatever blog post I don't really use. Image sliders, so if you want like images to slide.
Yeah.
A video, which you can link like YouTube. Actually, can you? I don't know if you can link YouTube. Let's see real quick. You might. Oh yeah, YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. These.
So I have a question. If I want to, which I'm planning on creating a short clip video of me talking, would I integrate it this way?
Yes. So if you want to add a video of you talking, what are you going to be using to record the video?
Any recommendations?
Well, there's this one here that I'm using now, Loom. I like using Loom.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
So if you use Loom, I could show you how to add that.
Okay.
Let's just go through the other ones here because essentially it has to do for Loom it has to be custom.
Okay.
Okay. But I'll show you what that looks like in just a moment.
Okay.
Let's just quickly go through the other ones. Image, fact sheet. I'm a big fan of the facts. I like that. I like the way it looks. Custom code, survey, we don't really use, calendar, which we will definitely be using, and then a bunch of others, whatever. Okay, so you can look at that.
And I assume to delete any other things I want, it's the same way, right? I just click the.
Yeah, so there's a little like garbage button here to delete a whole section. To delete something specifically, same thing. Has a little button, has a little garbage here. So I don't want to delete too much because like you obviously know this more. But
Right.
like, see this image, like obviously I can get rid of this. So you just hit garbage. And now it's an empty space here to add something.
And then what about changing colors? Is it simple like the other one? Is it?
Yeah, so like if you want to change this, so anytime you click anything on the right, that's where all the information for that specific thing pops up.
Okay.
Okay, so like changing the color of this, you would just literally go like this and then choose black. And because the reason why I didn't go black is because this text is bolded. So bold text color is actually white.
Okay.
So if I were to unbold like the and, for instance, it becomes black. So
Okay.
does that make sense? And then same for italic text, underline text, a link text, and then icon colors. One sec. And then this is the padding. So like, I don't even think you'll need it because like this template is really good in itself. Like everything's kind of like super organized. All you really be doing is deleting. But the margin is essentially just kind of shows you how much space there is at the top and bottom for that specific element. Which you can mess with that.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Would you embed the video right in the middle right there, or the first thing they see?
Like right here.
Yeah.
What I would do, so the funnel that I've built, I think the best way to do it is to have it like pretty much where my face is now, and then you have a bit of text at the top. It's talking about your offer. So like I would do.
No, right. Like I mean, like when I actually put the video on the landing page in that square that we just deleted, do you think it would be good right there?
Yeah, you could do that.
Just so it's the first thing.
Yeah, you could do that, or you could just move this and have it like centered, and then have the video in the middle, so their eyes flow from like up to down. I kind of like that personally because you're forcing them to read this first at the top. So like something like this, where you'd go like, so I'm putting one column there. We're gonna add this element here, right? And then like whatever that your offer is, you could change that text accordingly. Make them read whatever that thing is that you really want them to read, and then add a video underneath here. I like this personally. And then obviously you could put this type of text too, like subheading text.
Yeah.
Underneath the text heading.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay.
But to add a Loom video, you'd have to click custom embedded, and then for Loom there's an area that says share at the top right, and then it goes embed code. Then you literally copy the embed code and you paste it here, and now this video will show here.
Cool.
So yeah, so that's that. So let's go down here. Like I don't know if there's any questions in particular that you have, but I'll have you kind of go in here and like do your changes later.
Yeah.
But like say this button here, you could change the link here, link to website URL, then the website, open a new tab to have that button go there. And for your calendar, so say you want your calendar to show up.
Below.
You could have it show up below, or you could have them click a button that says like book a calendar, and it brings them to their next page to book the calendar.
Sure.
I don't know
Okay.
what route you want to go.
That might be better, just so it takes them to like a new area of the page at least.
Because there's gonna be like a decent amount of information here.
Hmm.
Okay, maybe putting them on the next stage would be good, like the next page, because you could just have it really focused specifically on that one thing that you want done, which is
Right.
book a call, or yeah, book a call. So we'll delete. So you're obviously gonna have one button. What button do you like better out of these two?
Um,
You
I
can
would change the colors probably. It all
yeah.
depends on what my background would be, which I'm thinking my background might be white with
Hmm.
green accents.
So obviously you can change the color here. If you don't know what color, like if you want to add your custom branded
Yeah.
color, then define your color, add a custom one, and then you add that here. Perfect.
Nice.
So what we do is anytime you click this button, link to not website URL, but next step.
Okay.
So anytime someone clicks that, it's going to go to the next step. But every time you hit save, by the way, this pops up on the left, and this is all required. I don't want to spend time on this right now because it takes a bit of time. I would work on this when you finish the website, so you have all your keywords like figured out. Then you would add the title of the page. So this is anytime anytime you send a link to someone, there's going to be like a title, like like a preview of what the link you're sharing. There's like
Yeah.
usually a picture, there's a title, there's like a subtitle, and also when you go on Google, that information shows. So that's what this all is.
Okay.
So spend time and do this, and then like the social email image. So when you click this and add an image, that'll be the image that people see when you share this link via iMessage or like
Okay.
something like that. So every time you hit save, this pops up. So
Okay.
you'll have to go through that. The main things you gotta do is content, add some keywords separated by a comma, and then social page. Yeah, let's go to the next step. So how to get to the next step, in the middle here, you click this, and then you click the next step.
Okay.
So we're gonna go,
And what are you doing? You're adding the form here?
yeah, I'm gonna add the calendar. So you click plus, the calendar right here. Set the calendar to open the booking page.
Can we just make the entire page like blank and then add that so it's just one thing on the page?
Yeah, so you just do it here. So we just delete this stuff.
Okay. Like I would like it to just be they click that book here and it's just the booking. Like there's no additional information. It's just a booking page. Is that possible?
Yeah, you just delete everything. So you want me to delete this stuff?
Yeah, just everything.
So-
Is it all like delete that entire script?
This one delete?
Yeah, that's just our page, right? So, anything else on it. Yeah, sorry. You just look
Yeah, in case you want to mess with that. Let's delete this. I saw that it was 404 error. I'm trying to figure out why it was 404 error. Hey,
Let's go.
there he
Who am I-
is. With the green branding. Love it. Okay, so real quick, for anyone who's watching, if you even made it this far in the video.
Did you pause, unpause?
Yeah, I did, but let's. I just want to show you what I did. So calendar, then go to calendar settings and three dots here. I had to click activate calendar at the bottom, and it worked. And then you're good to go. Picture to be something like this, with like a black border and that kind of stuff. All I did is I went in Canva, and I just made this within Canva,
Okay.
just so it looks a little like clean like that.
Mhm.
Is there any questions in particular, like regarding the website or the landing page? And
So after they fill that out, will they get automation?
yeah,
Like an email?
that's the next thing we're going to talk about.
Okay.
Oh, there was one thing. So this is desktop view, and this is
Yeah.
mobile view. So when you click mobile view, it's going to show you how it looks like on mobile, and make sure you come here and click mobile and like make sure you're happy with everything. Something to keep in mind that I couldn't figure out for a while when I first started is sometimes like it looks good on desktop, but it looks a little weird on mobile. And when you make the change on mobile, like you move something around, it'll obviously move on desktop version. So there's something that's a weird like hack to fix that. So essentially, like for some reason you don't like this photo being first on mobile, so you want it to be like down here, for instance, below the title, but it'll
Mm-hmm.
then change that on the desktop. So what you do is you click the thing that you want to move, then you
Okay.
go to advance on the right. What I would do is I would duplicate this photo. The duplicated version, I don't want to show it on computer. So now this one's on mobile. And then this version, which is duplicated on desktop, I don't want to show it on mobile anymore because I have my duplicated version here, but I want it to remain on desktop. So I hide it from mobile. And now I can move this wherever I want and it won't impact the desktop. This is a really specific thing. You might not even come into approach this issue, but that's just something that
Okay.
I found. So like this picture that you see behind is a purple image. It's found like they upload it by clicking this button and they uploaded a purple image. So for you, I know you want something really particular.
Yeah, just a nice clean white background I would want.
You know, maybe here you got the forest for Terra Recruit.
Yeah, it's a good forest.
Yeah, or just white. Like literally this.
Yeah.
I love it. You know, who you're speaking to, you know, offer. Then the video would show here on the next page. All right, the video there. So something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's by color, like I just use a solid color. I didn't even use anything from Canva.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you can do something very similar to that. So now to make this page public, I want to show you one more thing. Under settings, actually. This is going to be on terrarecruitment.co. Save. Oh, yes, because we linked it to the other one. So let's delete the other one. Discovery call, I think.
Mm-hmm.
This one, this. Settings. The way you test it is you click home and then you click the settings button here, and then this will be the official path. But whatever, for the get started one, which is your calendar, let's change this to booking. And here the actual ending of the URL, book and Anthony.
What's that?
Just like it'll be the end of the URL. I don't know if you want to write the name or book Terra.
Yeah. I don't know what I don't get what this is for.
This is the end of the URL, like terrarecruitment.co/book_Terra. This is what they see when they're booking on the booking page
That's fine. Just leave that then.
in the URL. So now when you go to terrarecruitment.co/book_Terra, that page will pop up. And this one, thank you for the all right, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to paste this here, and you can like make it look sexy later. But essentially, what this is, it says so anyone that books a meeting through your calendar, and then once they hit book, it'll bring them to this page, a thank you page, and we created a custom value. So essentially, your meeting has been confirmed for. It'll show them the start time, and date, and then we say details have been sent to this custom email. So whatever email I inputted. Will show there. So we could say, thank you. We can do one more customization. Thank you. Contacts. Name. So now it'll pull their name as well. Okay, so now the automations real quick. There's a bunch here. We don't need to go through each one, but this is an SMS workflow that we have built. You know, that trigger for like the next like two months. And then email automations. This is, remember earlier I discussed if once they're maybe in your pipeline for 7 days, they can automatically move to the follow-up stage. Then we could craft these based on whatever needs you need. So like email one, then 1 day they get an SMS, then wait a day, they get this email, wait 2 days, this email, wait 2 days to get this email. No need to work on this right now, but it's here if you ever want. Email backend. So this is really important. Essentially, if an email ever bounces or someone marks it as spam or someone unsubscribes, we have these automations that kick in. if someone obviously unsubscribes, they'll be put as DND, like do not disturb, so they won't receive any more emails from you. If someone texts the word stop, they'll also be removed, and you won't be able to text them anymore. So that stuff is really important to have. But the main thing we're looking for is this calendar automation. So the first thing, trigger. To start this automation, there needs to be a trigger. So the trigger is booked meeting in calendar. Specifically chose this one. Okay. Then tag. So right now, all the contacts that come through this that book a meeting with you, you could tag them with a specific tag. And I would do like maybe a niche as a whole. So, do you know if there's like, do you have a campaign that you're going to be running where you'll send people to this page where they'll be tagged as a specific like niche?
Like hiring manager?
So anyone that's going through that booking calendar will most likely be a hiring manager.
Yeah.
So save action. So now they'll be tagged with that. Great opportunity. So what's happening here is we want to put someone who's come through this pipeline is obviously booked the meeting, right? So what we want to do is associate them to the stage that says booked meeting. Okay. So in the pipeline, we created two. The one that's associated for you is a leads pipeline offer. The stage, obviously this one's meeting booked because that's how they got here. Opportunity name, we could say contact name from, so this will just say like
company name.
Yeah, exactly. It'll just show you like this information for that like contact in the stage. Opportunity source, booked meeting. So like the source of this contact, this is for tracking purposes. Just write booked meeting. Lead value, you can associate a lead value. So you can look at your pipeline of how much money you potentially have in your actual pipeline. And then say you close a client, you can change this lead value to what you closed at. So you can see what you won for the year versus like what you have still in the pipeline. We can leave it blank for now. You can write a lead value later. And so hit save. Internal notification. So you'll get an email to a user. We're going to do all users associated, which would let's just do you. Select user. So you're going to get a notification that you have a new call booked with contact first name for date and start time. So you'll see that. And the email will say, hi, Anthony, because you're the user, not the contact. You have a new strategy call booked. Although we call the discovery, right?
Yeah.
We have a discovery call booked for that time. This is the customer's name. This is their email. Now, we asked for
company name.
City. We asked for company name. We asked for number of hires or hirees. How you spelled it?
No, sorry, it's fine.
I think that's it, right? Yeah. So now we're gonna pull these values here so that they autofill. Okay. So to do that is you click here, custom values, and contact is the people that are like in your CRM system, and user is your information. So obviously this would be the contact information. I wonder what city. So we have city. Unbold it. We have a company name. Unbold it. The number of hirees. That would be down all the way at custom fields. And do you see it?
Yeah. How many people are you looking to?
This one. And then let me copy this because you may need this later. All right, meeting link will be this, and then make sure you check out so you don't miss it, and then we'll just save that. Confirmation email. So now this is an email that's getting sent out
to them,
to the prospect. Yeah. So from name, username, it'll just pull your username, which is Anthony Farah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to change this to business name.
No, from it's personal, right?
Yes, I like it. I like personal. From email, so this is the custom emails from email. So it'll be Anthony@terrarecruitment.co.
Okay.
That's what we filled out. Remember the custom values we added that, so it's pulling there. And then the subject scheduled on that time with a happy face. Do you want a happy face or no?
No.
hey, contact first name. So now this is going to them. Your
Maybe hi. I don't like hey.
is confirmed for this time. This is the meeting location, so the Google Meet link will go there. The proposed plan for a call, introduction, show you how, and then walk you through our solution. Let's just leave it.
Okay.
So yeah, just make sure you come here and change this. Then wait 24 hours. This is 24 hours before the call.
Okay.
Okay. Then a 24 hours before the call gets sent out from your name, from email. We could delete this stuff if you like, but I like to keep it in as it like guarantees that people actually are going to be there for the call. So their first name, written confirmation needed for discovery call. And it pretty much says, hey, contact first name. Due to high demand, I just want to confirm that we're still good for a call tomorrow. To hold your spot, please reply with I'll be there. Date and time, this is the date and time, this is the location. If you need to reschedule, it's actually hit end. If you need to reschedule, click here. This link will allow you to reschedule. I look forward to speaking to you tomorrow. Best, your name.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's good to have. And then 2 hours before the call, this email goes out. Pretty much saying, again, your name, email, you're ready for a meeting. My contact first name. This is a friendly reminder for our meeting on this date and time. Please make sure you're in front of your computer, tablet, and somewhere as quiet as possible 5 minutes before the time. Online meeting location, we have it again. And then see you soon. Let's save this. That's done. Quick overview automation done. Automation done. We can do a test right now, but I was going to do... Oh, that's what it was. The reply. So essentially email services.
Yeah.
So that when anyone replies to the email, what email are they going to reply to?
Okay.
So I click email services, that comes reply and forwarding. Reply address will be right here. So we're adding save. All right, it's good. So let's do a full-blown test right now. I'm going to make sure that when you fill out this calendar, it brings you to the next step, which is you click the calendar, button actions, go to next step, and then hit publish. All right. Oh, so you could set up the calendar further where you could say you could only want like maybe 2 meetings a day and book like 24 hours in advance. Because right now someone could literally book today, which I don't think you want. I could literally book in the next 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Right. So I like to have 24-hour leeway, which we could set up. You want to do that right now? Just get out of the way.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's just do it now. Oh, okay, so. And then meeting duration 30 minutes.
Yep.
Minimum schedule notice. So one day, but I think it's better to do it like this.
24 hours.
Yeah, 24 hours. Date range. How many days in advance? You want them?
20 is
Sure. I do. Yeah, I do a little less.
14.
Yeah, just because it shows like, you're a busy man, bro. Maximum bookings per day. What do you want?
Maybe do like 7. Okay, 6 fine. Whatever.
6, okay. I think that's good.
Yep.
All right, sweet. So now I can't book Wednesday.
No, it doesn't. Friday I have meetings.
Is it in your calendar?
In my year, yeah. From 10:30 to 12 I'm booked.
10:30 to 12?
On this upcoming Friday, yeah.
Which would be this one, two-way sync, create system events from events booked on the main. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, from 10:30 to 12 I'm booked.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yep.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so let's just do Friday at 9 a.m.
Shouldn't it say thank you, Carl?
Oh, we didn't save it. Or we didn't hit publish. We just hit save. You're supposed to hit publish. That's so bad. Too bad. That's
Yeah, I got an email though.
Did all the information pull properly for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. And the meeting link worked. Great. That means 100% linked. Sick. So that's just the internal notification. Just mark that as safe. That's the internal notification that you get. I'll show you what the client gets. So they would get this. And then they also get this email here. Your discovery call is confirmed for Friday, March 22nd, 2024 at 9 a.m. Meeting location. This is the proposed plan. I'm looking forward, blah, blah, blah. All the best, Anthony Farah. If you no longer wish, hit unsubscribe. Let's just look at something actually real quick. Let's see here.
Oh, it says reply to. You can see it there.
Wow, your DMARC and DKIM is passed. Good for you.
Great.
Let's hit reply here. .com.
Cool.
So it'll reply to there. It'll just say thank you, Carl, and it'll tell you my time of when my meeting is. And it was sent, and the confirmation was sent to what Gmail. So, dude, that's everything in a nutshell. Was there any questions you had for me?
Not at the moment, but I'm going to allocate some time this afternoon to build out the website, maybe make a Loom video, and start getting the process going.
Okay, perfect.
But thank you. I appreciate your help, and I'm looking forward to using Go High Level or TMM app.
Is the plug.
Last thing.
Yeah.